Our reporter Adam Reid joins me now to look ahead to a busy weekend of football. The start of the week was all doom and gloom, wasn't it, at Stamford Bridge? Now a bit more upbeat.
Definitely. What a difference a week can make in football, and a new signing to brighten things up. Chelsea beaten 3-0 by Manchester City at the Etihad last weekend. Jose Mourinho kind of showing his hand a little bit by bringing on Juan Cuadrado. He seems a bit the fall guy here, out of form, showing that he needs reinforcements. And now they seem to have got their man from right under the noses of Manchester United. Pedro looking like he was going to Old Trafford, but now he is a Chelsea player, and he could take some of the heat off Diego Costa. They go to West Brom on Sunday. Tony Pulis, incidentally, he has 2 wins over Chelsea as a manager in the Premier League. No one has 3.
Wow. OK, well, let's see if they can make it 3. You wonder about Pedro, though, whether he was the one that got away for Manchester United.
Well, the latest one that got away, it seems, from Manchester United, they've been linked with a load of players this summer. They've signed many good players. Memphis looks like he's a good signing. They've got Bastian Schweinsteiger. But at the same time, they looked like they were going to be the ones to get Pedro, and he has gone to Chelsea. So why is that, is the question that seems to be happening from Louis van Gaal. And they've got a game against Newcastle tomorrow. They start the Premier League weekend. But it's actually, as much as he wanted to talk about that in his pre-match news conference, he couldn't get away from talking about Pedro.
You can write what you want, but we cannot say what we want. That's the difference. I have the responsibility of protecting the interest of the club, of my players. Do you want to separate Ed Woodward with me? Never. Never. Because from every day I am updated by him, and I trust him.
We'll chat to Adam again in just a moment, but tomorrow afternoon also sees a Tottenham go to Leicester City looking for a first win of the season, while Claudio Ranieri's side have won both their opening games. A real surprise package. Harry Kane expected to lead the line for Spurs, but he admits they do need attacking reinforcements, does Mauricio Pochettino.
It's obvious that we need to add some player more in our offensive position. We have the different target, and this is private. We identify our target, and we working very hard and the chairman working hard for bringing to the new player in this position. But I am happy with my squad.
Adam's still with me. Intriguing game, this one. You've got high-flying Leicester City against Spurs, not started too well. All eyes on Harry Kane. Probably looking forward to facing the Foxes, isn't he?
He does have a very good record. Went on loan to them a few years ago, but last season in particular, it was a very happy time playing against Leicester. Last time out at White Hart Lane, he scored a hat-trick against them, which obviously led to his England call-up. And this is his record last season in total. 21 league goals for Harry Kane last season, and 7 assists, and plenty of minutes as he came into the side. Initially wasn't part of the starting 11, but really did come into his own. You wouldn't necessarily have predicted at the beginning of the season that 2 games in, we'd be saying that Leicester are the ones on 6 points and Spurs just with the 1 point. But as Pochettino admitted, they need reinforcements. There's a lot of weight on Kane's shoulders.
Yeah, and saving the best till last, really. Arsenal v Liverpool, that takes place on Monday. This one looks tasty.
This is always a cracking game, especially on a Monday night. It's night time at the Emirates. It's going to be a great atmosphere down there, and both sides have got their own agendas at the moment in the season. Arsenal, they lost their opening home game to West Ham, but bounced back with that win against Crystal Palace. Liverpool 2 wins from 2. This one could really come down to the battle of the midfield. Jordan Henderson, Liverpool sweating on the fitness of their captain. He's got that toe injury that forced him off against Bournemouth. And of Arsene Wenger, he's keen to put on a show for the home side. They lost their first game against West Ham, but Wenger, in his press conference, he was keen to say that they've got it all to do.
We looked sharp at Crystal Palace, yes, but we didn't look sharp against West Ham, and hopefully we have made that step now. Look, not all the other big teams started so well. Some of them started well, but for us it's an important game because we know a successful season is linked with our home strengths, and normally we are strong at home, and this is an opportunity to show it.
Well, these are the look at the games that are taking place tomorrow, Matt. We can quickly run through them. We mentioned Tottenham against Leicester. That could be a really great game. Both teams are capable of scoring lots of goals. Manchester United and Newcastle kick off the Premier League weekend. Just a little note about that game at the bottom. West Ham against Bournemouth. Bournemouth still looking for their first point, but West Ham, because of that Adrian sending off last week, they've got Darren Rudolph in goal. And Bournemouth will be rubbing their hands together. 12 times he conceded against them for when last played for Birmingham last season. So that could be a really fun occasion as well from Bournemouth fans behind the goal.
Plenty to look forward to. Adam Reid still with me. Barca still the team to beat.
Absolutely. I mean, they couldn't really improve in terms of trophies that they won last year. They won everything. They've already come up a little bit short this year by losing the Supercopa to Athletic Bilbao, but that's only going to reinvigorate them, you'd expect. The front three they have of Suarez, Neymar and Messi is an incredibly potent front line. Over 120 goals last season.
And quickly, who else should we look out for this season, would you say?
Well, Real are obviously going to be their main challengers. They've got Rafa Benitez. It's going to be a very interesting season in terms of how that goes. But then you've got Atletico Madrid. They look a little bit more balanced this season. They've got Torres up front and they've also signed Jackson Martinez. So it could be anyone from those three, with Valencia, Sevilla, Villarreal, likes of them challenging for that fourth Champions League place.
Looks like it's going to be another cracking season over in Spain. Adam Reid, many thanks for talking us through the English and Spanish divisions.